put S1-14 and Soreru in the losers bracket. I don't know how they did it, but I guess we'll find out. Of course they're from Luxembourg, so I haven't played them myself. But if they have put S1-14 and Soreru in the losers bracket in the first place, then they must be pretty good. So let's see if the red team, S1-14 and Soreru, can take their revenge and knock WLG Otek and Kakpu out of the tournament. Looks like they chose to go Palatine Omega for the first game. And oh, I see what they're doing. They're having bucket shenanigans with Zero Samus and Game & Watch. Of course the bucket is so powerful, especially in teams. And if they can get some quick, early, easy kills, if they manage to get, you know, a full bucket and put the bucket to work. Right now though, I see a lot of friendly fire on the red team. But they're making up the deficit real quick. Of course, Game & Watch dies real easy. If they get him to high or sub-high percent and they get a back throw on the edge, that's the end of Game & Watch. So I guess if I were the red team, I would try to focus on Game & Watch, but a fast character like Zero Samus probably won't let him. Zero Samus is, of course, has so many mobility options, a high movement speed, pretty decent airspeed, so she will be right there to protect Game & Watch, and of course kill his bucket. Up air on the nest, won't take it quite yet. Soreru's already in danger of dying as 112%, but at 115%, oh, he gets red, air dodges right into the up B, the toot. Game & Watch holding out his bucket, but it doesn't get killed by Zero in position. Oh no! Catches his teammate with the up B. Surprisingly, Game & Watch survives. And now they're both in really high percent, of course have a lot of rage. Both very much danger from Ness back throw. You can see him going for the grab, he whiffed it. Okay, we're back. We got losers final. We got not so much a tie game, we got Game & Watch high percent. And 5 stocks apiece for the blue team, 4 stocks apiece for the red team. Let's see if red team can make a comeback. They get a quick kill on Game & Watch with up smash, of course, 112% on Game & Watch, no way he is letting that. Blue team is actually the team who puts the red team into the loser bracket in the first place. So let's see if the red team can, you know, take their revenge. Right now, looks like it's going pretty good. The Zero Samus is already at 110% and they're all at even stocks. So momentum is definitely on the red team side right now. Of course, you've seen them try to fill up the bucket before, but they haven't been able to fill it up completely quite yet. Getting the kill on, oh my god, a shield break! A 9! A 9 on the Diddy Kong and a full charge F smash on Ness. Of course, it won't take it. But oh, that was so unfortunate for Diddy Kong. Came to the rescue and instead got a 9 to the face. Ness SDs. Ness takes an unfortunate SD. And all of a sudden blue team is 1 stock ahead. Of course an up air from Ness on Game & Watch will almost take the stock. Game & Watch a very light character indeed. A back throw from Ness will definitely seal the deal if he gets it. Instead it's a neutral air off stage. A great awareness by S1-14. And now Soreru is at the highest percent. Of course he should try to stay back a little. You know, disrupt from the side with peanuts and bananas. And try to help S1-14. Oh, gets a nice down tilt into grab from Ness. Of course bread and butter down throw forward air. Put 0 to 7, that's a quick 70%. And now it's Soreru who gets banana on 0 but can't capitalize, rolls into the down smash from Game & Watch. That's bound to be an accident. But they're still ahead. When you think about Ness's capability with back throw. Of course they do one right there and it almost takes Zero Samus who before the grab hadn't even touched 80% yet. Oh, whiffs a forward smash, so unsafe, get punished by a back throw. And yeah, above 100% at actual stage a Ness back throw will kill you. That's simple. Ness narrowly avoiding an up smash by Game & Watch. And now we got a 2v1 situation and Game & Watch is in a lot of trouble. Of course a very light character. He has some strong moves and even, you know, the RNG factor with the side B, the 9, which he got earlier in this game. So, of course, he can make a comeback, but as Game & Watch, it's kind of difficult to stay alive, especially against 2 characters with such potent throws. Try to go for the team combo, Ness wasn't there in time, goes for the back throw, almost takes it. It's a stage with large borders and it was across the stage. If we were playing a Smash Bros, that would have been it. Forward throw from Game & Watch, almost ending the stock of Soreru. And now we got Soreru and Gamewatch both high percent, but of course Soreru has his teammate who finishes it off with a back air, and game 1 goes to the red team. So, I actually think the stage was pretty good for the blue team. If I were the blue team, I would take them to maybe even the same stage, but maybe Battlefield. Definitely. Was hij wit? Ja. Volgens mij heeft Roland het mogelijk gepakt. If I were blue team, I would go to another stage with big borders, which would probably be either the same stage or Battlefield. Because if you go to a stage with small borders, Ness's back throw on a light character like Gamewatch can take that stock at like 70-80% depending on the rates that Ness has. And you know, that could make for a very quick game. Seal the deal. So, if I were them, I'd take them to a big stage, especially because the kill moves from Gamewatch and Zero Suit Samus are so strong and so potent that they won't have too much trouble with a bigger border when it comes to killing. Both of course have a pretty decent off-stage game, so games can happen as well. Looks like they're really thinking about it. Of course, WLG Otek and kakpu are both from Luxembourg, so we got some international players up in here. S1-14 is of course one of the best players in the Netherlands. Soreru also a well-known player. S1-14 usually gets either first, second or third in singles, so he's definitely, you know, a player to fear. But if you're from Luxembourg and you come all the way to another country, even though it's kind of close by, you know, you can expect that they're pretty dedicated players. Looks like they're switching characters. They're going off the Zero Suit Samus Gamewatch combo, probably because the red team was not letting them get a full bucket. Now instead we got Yoshi and Peach. Well, looks like they're switching characters too. Soreru was feeling Diddy Kong. Oh, okay, he switches from Diddy Kong to Diddy Kong. Well, that's okay. Sounds like they're, you know, unsure about something. Maybe character big, maybe stage big. Ah, they have to change controls. This tournament is of course Smash Brabant 4. We got pretty much every Smash game here. Unfortunately Brawl is not here. We do have Project M, one of the few tournaments that still carries Project M in my my scene. And you are of course watching Smash 4 on Smash Brabant. Looks like they're having some difficulties with controllers. Maybe a pro controller still connected, you know, that's always a hassle. I actually see a controller is still connected. You know, above the player. Yeah, they're going to pair controllers. Should be disconnected right now. No, I still saw it. Of course, you can't navigate the menus. When you start a game, it's not that much of a big a deal because an extra player won't have any inputs to begin with. But you know, we're in the menus. It can be a hassle. So if you go to tournaments and you play with a pro controller, please always remember to desync your controller after you've played your match. Even if it's friendlies, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Desync your controller because it can be a hassle. Looks like they were finally getting started. Oh no! They're going to non-Omega Palutena's temple. It's probably a mistake. I doubt they will have a gentleman's agreement. There we go, no contest.
Last ball for Ash. Ash, you're making your opponent wait. You have 2 minutes.
Ik weet niet waar het staat, maar ik heb comments. Ik sta nog een kut getraind. Als je er wel niet uit. Ah ja.
Okay, looks like we're finally getting started. Salty run back two Paladins on my example. Again, I didn't think the stage was the problem, and you want a stage with large borders against a character like Ness who has a back throw like that and not the greatest recovery. Which means, you know, you don't really need the blast zone kills on Nephew. He is gimpable. It's dangerous, but he is gimpable. So I think they made the right choice when it comes to the stage. Of course, with no platforms, it's harder to escape in the air, and both Yoshi and Peach have a really strong air game. So I'm definitely feeling the counter pick from the blue team, both in characters and stage. Let's see if they can make it happen, because they have a slight deficit right now. They quickly put Ness on stage, and there we go with the Gimps. Now he's forced to use B. Fortunately, Yoshi is unable to get him out of special fall, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh no, unfortunate ulti by the Yoshi player. And this puts blue team in a pickle. And Peach beats a forward smash, and now we got 4 stocks versus 6 stocks. It's really not looking good for blue team. A few quick mistakes, and just like that, when you're facing a team like Soreru and S1-14, you're down 2 stocks. Peach getting hit with the bread and butter. S1-14 tries to team combo with Soreru, but Soreru whiffing his aerials. Unfortunate. It's not like they needed to make a comeback, because the blue team right now are the players the blue players are of course the ones who need to make a comeback. They can do it by game picking these characters. Okay, so again, Diddy Kong also doesn't have the greatest recovery. If it wasn't for his monkey flip, then you would have no mix-up options, and a recovery where you need to charge a long time in the air can be kind of dangerous. So both these characters on the red team can be gimped, but it's dangerous, and you know, you have to be on your game. You also can kill them with forward smash like Peach just did. I believe she got the frying pan, which sends them straight up, killing them off the top. And right now, the blue team is still stuck behind, and both of these characters are getting dangerously close to back throw percentage. Oh, staan on tijd, sorry. Good job. Okay, looks like I made a mistake with scoreboard. Now it's correct. 1-0 for Soreru and S1-14. And this game, it's looks like it's heading with a quickness for a 2-0. Because the blue team only has 3 stocks. The red team has 5 stocks. And Ness can use this range, so I back throw Peach with ease. Forward throw won't take that stock from Butter. Of course, very potent move in melee. Not as much in Smash 4, but still a strong throw. Ness finally loses his first stock, but takes revenge immediately with an up air, and Peach is on her final stock, as is Yoshi. And both S1-14 and Soreru have 2 stocks each. Yoshi gets forward smash on stage, of course a lot less gameable because his double jump has super armor. So usually you'll have to put an end to Yoshi. Of course he has deed quickly in the match, so that makes it even harder for blue team to make the comeback right now. The Ness gets him with cheeky PK Thunder 1. S1-14 very good at chasing people in the air with PK Thunder. He gets grabbed, gets pulled off stage. Back throw definitely won't kill yet. Let's see if Peach can make the gimp. Nope. But gets an up smash at the legs instead. That will definitely take the stock. And I think for the first time Soreru has more stocks left than S1-14. And he has a lot of rage to work with. If he gets the right move on Yoshi, Yoshi is toast. Of course, and Soreru has this rage, but he still has a stock to spare. So it's not like he has to be super careful. Yoshi, of course, also getting in very dangerous percentages, both for himself and for the other characters due to Yoshi's power and rage. But an up air is not something you will survive from Ness at 140%. And now it's just Peach versus a Ness and 2 Diddy Kongs. And she's getting juggled off stage, attacks the PK Thunder. Ness charging his down smash, gets punched with a forward air, doesn't auto snap to the ledge, and Diddy Kong takes it with a rage down smash. He didn't hit the rage, but that Peach was gone right away. Okay, so now we got 2-0 on the scoreboard for Soreru and S1-14, who are actually sent to the loser bracket by this team. Looks like they made the adaptation, and oh my god, they're going for a Hail Mary. It's double Ganondorf. Of course, Ganondorf won't die as quick to a back throw as Peach, but you know, it's Ganondorf. But you know, maybe just the pure wackiness of this combination, the raw power of Ganondorf, combined with the chaos of doubles, can make it happen. Of course, I don't know these players, they're from Luxembourg, so maybe they have some really strong Ganon game, who knows. They actually have taken the lead, but Ganon wield the Otek's already off stage. And Ganon of course doesn't have the best recovery. He can be gimped pretty easily if you know what you're doing. But right now it looks like they're not doing too bad. Of course they're in a big percent deficit, but at early percentages Ganondorf just gets juggled all the time. You just need a few good hits like that F smash on the NES to make it back. So he gets hit by an up smash followed by an up air. Oh no, Warlock kicks his own teammate, tries to go for the stun, but S1-14 is already at the net. Double fair, combos into an aerial from Soreru, gets ledge jumped. Oh no, the Ganon side! Oh my god. And all of a sudden we got both Ganondorf and Diddy Kong at 0%. The other Ganondorf tries to go for the Ganon side too, but he can't make it happen. Ness rolls back, but he rolls into an F smash from the other Ganondorf, and that will take it. Unfortunately, the Ganondorf wasn't able to keep his rage for long because he gets stuffed by another powerful Ganondorf move, and they're actually about even, oddly enough. So maybe the chaos from doubles, because with the unfamiliarity of playing against a double Ganondorf team, is actually making it happen. A back throw and an F smash, some big hits. Tries to go for the down air, hits the shield, Ness shields gap, gets punished by the other Ganondorf's forward smash. You gotta think twice about throwing when you're facing dual Ganondorf, because if the other Ganondorf is right there, you're gonna eat a hefty punish. And now, oddly enough, the Ganon team is actually ahead. 2 stocks apiece versus 2 stock Diddy Kong and a 1 stock Ness. Let's see if both Ness and Diddy Kong can make the adaptation. Oh, the shield was an M&M. Unfortunately, he only killed his teammate using that up smash. But, you know, looking at the percentages, the Ganondorf team is still ahead. Can they take game 1, going as dual Ganondorf? Otek goes for the hard read, but he was reading the wrong book because Diddy Kong did not roll inwards. Oh, gets hit off stage. But it was a trade and Diddy Kong was too low to recover. And now we got 1 stock apiece, surprisingly even, 90% Ganondorfs, 90% Ness versus a clean Ganondorf and a clean Diddy Kong. Of course, Ganondorfs enjoy rates a lot more Diddy Kong or Ness, because pretty much every one of their moves becomes a kill move on a decent amount of rage. Still going pretty easy. The key to Ganondorf winning this 2v1 will be to get Ness out of it quickly, but what will you have left? You'll have a 2v1 against Diddy Kong as Ganondorf. Ganondorf definitely not as viable in singles as he is in doubles, but you know, it's his best chance right now because Ness is at the best death percent for Ganondorf. A rogue F smash will take it. Diddy Kong off stage but makes it back. Gets a nice flame choke but won't be able to get the follow up because Ness is right there with the dash attack. Taking Ganondorf off stage. Oh, the PK Thunder 2! Well, they had a great run, but in the end, the double Ganondorf wasn't enough to make it happen.